Okay, seriously, what's up in Ottawa? Pierre Dorion just came up with the latest news that Boucher might not be there this year, and if he does come back, things need to change. Well, obviously. I don't think he can be 30th in the league and say things can't change. But seriously, just to put it all on Guy Boucher is kind of ridiculous. I mean, the whole atmosphere of Ottawa was just a terrible atmosphere to play in this year. You have talk of Karlsson leaving at the trade deadline. You have talks from the owner, Eugene Melnyk, that don't help your situation. And now you have talks from the general manager that seriously is job threatening. I think Ottawa has to look at their whole team there and say that they all failed. Not just Guy Boucher, not just Erik Karlsson, but from the top down, they all failed. I mean, you cannot come from one goal away from the Stanley Cup final to 30th in the NHL if everyone didn't contribute in the losses. This is bad moves at the trade deadline. This is bad moves at coaching. There's bad moves in general manager. There's bad moves in ownership. Everything is bad moves. And then bad moves equals bad news. You could lose a superstar in Erik Karlsson because of the drama that you guys implemented in this team already. Bobby Ryan and Erik Karlsson at the trade deadline both thought they were gone. How are you going to produce anything out of that? And I'm not even a Sens fan here. Like, if anything, I'm a rival to Sens fans. But come on now. You guys had this great team going into the playoffs last year that was so close. Great stories with Anderson, with Karlsson. Bobby Ryan was getting back on the street yet. Kyle Turris back then. You had a great team going in, and you almost made it, and then what happened? Seriously, what happened? Can Erik Karlsson change what happened? Maybe a little bit. Can Guy Boucher change what happened? Potentially, maybe with practices that Pierre Dorion also mentioned, but Pierre Dorion did not make the right moves at the trade deadline and just didn't help this team at all. And of course, the owner. Eugene Melnyk has been a thorn in the Ottawa side for a few years now, and now he's just making things worse. He was from relocating to Erik Karlsson trade to threatening jobs, and how can you, if you put yourself in their shoes, if your job was threatened every single day, how well would you perform under that pressure? I don't think anyone can sustain to that pressure. It would be ridiculous to even try. And if you had the potential to go somewhere else, why wouldn't you? For Erik Karlsson's case, he can make a whole bunch of money somewhere else and win a cup at the same time. I don't understand how you guys can be imploding on yourself so much that you come to the point of blaming others for the mishaps on the team. You all did it, and if Pierre Dorion says something that we all messed up, sure, I get that, but only calling out Guy Boucher and saying that it's his fault and that he might come back next year is kind of ridiculous from what I see. Sure, tell him to get more practices in. Sure, tell him to put more young players in the lineup. But seriously, he's the coach of this team. You hired him to be the coach of the team. Let him be the coach of the team. Don't blame everything on him. Blame some stuff on him. I'm not saying that he's not at fault here. But come on now, guys. You all messed up. Anyways, that's just a short little rant I had on that little news bleep I've seen. I've also heard that Erik Karlsson is in talks with an 8-year deal. Man, if I was Erik Karlsson and I heard that they're talking about an 8-year deal, I'd be taking my golf cart and driving the other way. I mean, go to a team that actually appreciates you here, Erik. Great. He has to work on defensive aspects, but he can still do that. You can have an offensive defenseman that can learn how to play defense. I mean, look at Morgan Rielly. He's been always an offensive defenseman, but with Hainsey, he's kind of implemented into a two-way defenseman. And I think Erik Karlsson, if he gets that into his head, he will be a great defenseman. Not just good anymore. Great. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of this video down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and to smash that like button. What do you think Ottawa should do in this situation? Whose fault is it? Is it Melnyk's fault? Is it Dorion's fault? Is it Boucher's fault? Or is it just the players' fault in general that don't produce because they don't want to? Again, let me know in the comments below, and you guys have a great day.